Hey, what's up, everybody? Media 44 coming at you with another video. So the Lakers dodged a bullet, dodged a big bullet. Um, it's listed. AD's injury is listed as a calf strain, I believe. Um, I'm going to go as far as to say cap. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say cap. This is an Achilles issue, and it could be considered a calf strain. Calf, Achilles are close, connected, all that, but no, he was complaining about a strained Achilles. Now they want to reel it back and say, oh, it's just a calf injury. Yeah, right. I know, whatever. Anyway, so what they're saying right now is, I think it said 2 to 4 weeks or something like that. I believe that's what they're saying. I'm thinking it should be 4 to 6 to be on the safe side. I just don't care about the normal recovery process of this injury. I want that man to get some rest because he hasn't had it, and he's not LeBron James. And I think most of the players on this team who were on the team last year and won a championship with us should get pockets of the time away from the game so that they can have a off season, so to speak. Not really a full one, but at least a time break away from this game. I know that that's not possible. There's no plans for that from what I understand at all, but I would not be mad at anybody on the Lakers or the Heat who decide to fake an injury so that they can miss about a month so they can have an off season, because they didn't have one. The NBA is playing it like everybody was the Knicks, like everybody wasn't in the bubble. There were teams in the bubble who didn't get an off season, who didn't get to go home to their families, who didn't even get to decompress really after the damn bubble, for which had them away from their families for over 3 months in some cases. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not pleased with the NBA right now, and that's hard to say because I've been a fan of the NBA my whole life, and I really like them. But if you saw my last video that I made this morning, you see the one I'm watching, that you're watching now, you understand that my concern is that we're not putting players' safety over the bottom line, and I just think that that's unethical. I really do. I see signs of it all over the league. Bull crap after bull crap. That whole situation with KD, it was frustrating, and it did seem like some PR bullcrap pulling him in and out of the game. He shouldn't have been out there in the first place if he had been in contact with somebody who came back with a positive test. But they're just doing greedy stuff that just doesn't put the players in positions to be safe. And I'm sensing it. It's like he shouldn't even been out there in KD's situation. Here we go again with AD's situation, completely different, non-COVID, but he shouldn't have been out there. As I said this morning, I know the NBA has lost a lot of money. And I know they have some billionaires involved who are not used to taking losses. These are winners here. You know what I mean? When in the financial world, most of these owners are winners. They're not used to bleeding out. But at the same time, it's like, look, you're in the business of keeping people healthy. That should be the first and foremost. Because you don't have much of a game if you got people out there who can't play. You need to cherish, protect, and cultivate the talent that you inherit. The way that we have viewed sports has been inverted, opposite. A lot of times we say the players should be happy to have the platform for which to run and display their talent. Wrong. The platform should be appreciative of the talents of the players that they have to play. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get LeBron James to play, you don't get Anthony Davis, you don't get all these great players, Giannis and all these guys, you know who's going to be running around? Me. I'm going to be wearing a Laker jersey. And you don't want to see me running around play basketball. I'm not very good at it. But that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. You're going to be getting lesser talent coming into the league if you don't appreciate the talent that you have. I'm not saying that this is imminent. I'm not saying this is going to happen in our era. But if the NBA continues on this path of not showing players the type of consideration that they need for their moral, for their lives, I can see a switch in things going forward. You can see another league popping up somewhere in the next 15 to 20 years. You can totally see that. I think the NFL is in a similar space. You got to start protecting these players and these retired players and making sure that they have benefits and all of these things necessary to ensure that their physical and mental health is straight. With the NFL, CTE is a big deal. Now, I don't know what happened. But rest in peace to Vincent. of the Buccaneers. He was in the Chargers. He was a fantastic football player. He was found dead in a hotel room. I don't know if, they said there was no foul play appearing to take place, no signs of trauma. I hope he didn't swallow a bunch of pills or anything like that. But anytime I see a football player who appears to pass away and we can't seem to figure out why, the first thing that comes to mind is CTE. And whether that's the case or not, the point is such a thing exists for us to point at and say, yo, that's a problem. We need to get it right. And at the end of the day, if the NFL/NBA and all of American sports and sports beyond do what they can to make sure that players have their health in order, whether it be mental or physical health in order, both, they're going to have a better product for a longer sustainable amount of time. You're not going to have issues at all. If you show human beings that they matter, period, you're going to have less issues. And that's what it really comes down to with these sports leagues and from these franchises. You're not protecting the players like you should. And I know we're in a pandemic, but you got to. Because they're your bread and butter. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. This Anthony Davis situation, obviously much less serious, needless to say, but it's along the same lines in theory when you talk about just not getting enough support from the leagues that pay these guys. It's like they give them money and that's all we need to do. That's our responsibility, and that's not the promotion that you put out there for these fans. You tell us you care about us. You tell us you care about the players. You tell us you care about the blacks. You care about everybody's groups. Show that in your actions. Show that in how you protect these players. You did a great job of doing it NBA in the bubble. I have yet to see a great job of that from the NFL, but it seems like they're taking steps ahead in that direction. I can respect the process. But at this point in time, I need to see more from both of those leagues in regards to protecting their players and owning up to the fact that they haven't in certain cases, particularly with the NFL with that one. So, that's where I'm at as a fan. It's not enough to just throw guys out there and have them running around and pay them $1 million and take my money and that's enough. That's not enough for a fan like myself. I want to make sure that the people that I'm watching run around get to survive this thing, get the most out of their talent, get the most money for their families, That kind of stuff matters to a person like myself. And I think there are a trillion other people out there just like me or somewhere close that just want to see guys okay, It ain't just about being entertained and I'm thinking about myself and I go back to my life. I want to see these guys all right. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. I just rest in peace to Vincent. I can't remember his first and last name. I'm sorry, my head is as it is. But he did, again, play for the Buccaneers. He was a wide receiver, Hall of Famer, I think. I remember having him on my fantasy teams many years, and he just never let me down. He's an excellent, excellent player. And from what I'm reading, he had a heck of a legacy off the field as well. So I want to give condolences to his family, to the people that love him. And that's what I got, man. I just did not come prepared to speak about him, but I did want to acknowledge him since this conversation is about protecting players and making sure people are healthy and all of that. So big rest in peace to this individual legend. And with that being said, back to the NBA, I'm very, like I said, just very, very concerned about them going in the wrong direction, undoing so much of what has been done in regards to fighting COVID and developing this NBA cares reputation. You know what I mean? Thank God I'm a Laker fan because Jeannie Buss has a reputation and it has displayed a great deal of what it is that I look for in these type of situations. So for my favorite team, I'm pretty happy. But even in this case, it's like, look, don't allow the pressure of losing money to make you risk AD's health. That's all I would say to anybody in that front office. Don't get caught up in today's problems that you ruin everything for the future. That's all I'm saying. I know we're losing money, but don't play with his health. It could be a death blow for your franchise. Because I'm telling you right now, and a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this. I don't even want to say it. But if Anthony Davis turns into a bad contract, let's say that his Achilles pops and he comes back and he's half the player that he is, we could lose Bron too. Bron is not in the business of anything other than winning championships, and he's been a fantastic Laker. He's a leader here, and I don't think he's going to just jump ship. But if this turns into a situation that he can't win in, he has a responsibility to take his brand and his legacy and continue elsewhere so that he can continue to win and continue to do what it is he's doing. He is too important of a legacy player to be on a team that did not draft him just to be loyal to us. He can do that in Cleveland at home, y'all. He can do that for the Clippers down the street, y'all. I'm not even going to play with y'all. We need Anthony Davis to be healthy for our franchise. And I know we're nowhere near what it is that I'm concerned about or what I'm talking about. We're nowhere near that. For all I know, LeBron just says, no, I'm not doing that in the end. But I'm his age, and I'm telling you, if I can't win here, I'm not just a regular player. I'm LeBron James. If I can't win here, I'm out, bro. I love y'all. I didn't want a championship for you. Thank you. But I'm out. So we're not there, but I would caution all Laker fans and all Laker personnel, everybody in the front office, even Jeannie Buss herself. Don't play with AD's health. Because not only could you lose AD, you could lose LeBron too. With that being said, I think I'll end it there. Thank you guys for watching. Hope AD goes, hope he's healthy. Hope he can come back when he's ready. They say 2 to 3 weeks. I prefer it to be longer, but if he can get it right in 2 to 3 weeks, more power to him. But I do think it would be wise to wait a little longer than that. But anyway, that's what I got. My name is BDF. Again, thank you